Stop making those mistakes. I've told myself 100 times. You've told me. That's what we do on this channel. We watch, we analyze, and we correct each other. So please do that again for this one too. Let's have a look at the mistakes that I make. If you are struggling in Division 5 or Division 4 or Division 6 or higher, you probably make those same mistakes. First of all, I'll fast forward this. My opponent pauses this game 3 times in a row in the first 2 minutes. Come on, man. What are you doing here? Anyway, let's go back into it. Let's have a look at my defensive mistakes in this game. This is why I lose games. And sure, the game feels sluggish, and it's not like what we saw in the E-Premier League last weekend. But yeah, there's definitely huge ass mistakes that we make. So let's go to the first defensive mistake that we find right here. My opponent gets the ball on the wing, and I switch to my CB and then away to the other one, then back to, and look at where my CB is going. What am I doing here? Why do I keep running out with my CB? I'm Marmol here. It should just stay in place. Just let him go, man. I think I have problems with switching at that point. I'm trying to switch to my CDM. So you can see here, I try to become my CDM, but I become my CB instead. Switch again, switch again. So I keep switching, and that's just messing everybody's runs up and speed up and vision up, etc. So that's my first huge mistake, and of course it's a goal against. And this opponent was not great, to be honest. But yeah, with these mistakes, everybody can score. And in the second example, I do it better. Look at that. I become my CDM. I run back with my CDM. There I become him. I run back, I run back, I run back, and he recovers so that the CB is in place and he can take the ball over. So that's what I should do. Even though I feel like I've already lost my CDM's position here. So I become my CDM anyways, and I just get running. Run, run, run. So first of all, at least I'm covering the pass to the inside. So now the guy has to be creative. He passes anyways. And then you can tell that my guy, because he has more speed, can now overcome that run. So I should have just done that. Run back with your CDM. And then the next moment is here, where again I step forward with my second man press. You see that? I am billing there. That's not billing, that's Bradley. I am one frame ago I was billing, now I'm Bradley. I am my right back here, and I second man press, but the second man press should be the CDM and not the CB. Instead I switch my man and not the second man press, so my CB steps out, and therefore that's a huge mistake. So it's a clear run through, but luckily my opponent can't score a goal because of it. I did it right with Alaba though. I stayed in the line of fire, and that's how I recovered this. But I stepped out with my CB again. And then I can get mad at the game if I want to, but it's my mistake pulling out my CB. And then another attack here. He is a bit lucky with getting through there. But I look at my CB again. What happened? Alaba. I don't even become him here. Then for a second I switched to him, which I'm not sure why would I switch here, because I can just keep pressuring with my CDM. I think he's passed out. So, and then I step in. Maybe I want to defend the ball going inside, but I'm doing everything wrong. You see, oh, switch. So I'm panic switching there. I think that's maybe what I did with Alaba as well. But if you look at this run, of course, this is going to be a nice move inside. I overcommit with Marmol as well. To me, that shows that the game was a little bit slow. If they don't really stop, but they walk on that far, the game is a little bit slow. And I get lucky with a second save by Casillas there. But yeah, that should have been a punishment, but it wasn't. And then we go second half, and that's where it all goes wrong. First of all, I think I'm unlucky there. I get the ball with my left back Mandi, and he just takes over with Vitura. Then that pass comes to the inside, and I'm lucky enough I can block that. And then another pass through the middle to Zidane, which is like a shadow striker, I think. And that tackle should never have taken place. Look at that. So the pass is nice and in time. You see that? He's early with that pass. So I'm Alexander Arnold. I give a horrible pass. I think I probably was passing to Bonmati, my cam, but instead it thinks I go to Adeyemi and then I have to recover quickly and I don't become him. Somehow Zidane is so fast. This is crazy. And then, yeah, instead of becoming my CB, I become my LB, who's actually further away. And then I just go in for the tackle. And that's a clear foul. Of course, that's a red card. And then we have the next situation where I'm defending. My defensive line is in place. I get the ball lucky. I should keep it safe, and I don't, so I have to recover. And I step in with my CBs, and now both of them are not in place. Look at that, how fast that goes. How fast is that? They're both in place here. I mess up that ball, switch to my CB, pressure. I should have just stayed in place maybe. And I go for a sliding. Still pressure with the other one. Maybe stay in place and see what my opponent decides to do. That pass, I think he was lucky to get it there. But now both of my CBs are out. I should move to my right back, Bradley here, to close that gap. Somehow I panic or I don't even think about it. I don't know what's going on there. I try to get the ball too much instead of defend the goal. And that's a nice finish with Lineker. Yeah, nice. So painful. And now he's back in position. Now I switch to Marmol. I should stay in place, just wait for what happens next instead of just decide to get out of place. So I have to cover my ass with Koeman. And I think I do that well. Do I? Yeah. I get the ball to my LB, who's Grealish, because he can do that in this Evo. I only Evo'd him because I need him for SBCs, by the way. And as an 91 rated, he's a better SBC switch. And then I lose the ball. I should keep it safe. There's rules that we made up before. Keep your defensive line in place and keep the ball safe. Think before you pass, before you turn, and before you attack. And then with Koeman here pressuring, I switch to Bradley. I do that well. Oh, that pass, I think he's offside. That pass was the only time he could give it, but yes, he was offside. Oh, I get a foul against me. Okay, fair enough. This always, I said it before, right? How to defend a free kick on target. It takes forever to get your man there, and if he's quick and if he's good, your man is also useless there. But and then immediately another attack where I kind of bounce the ball into his feet with Zidane. And this pass, how is this pass coming to him? This pass should not have been able to be given to him, right? I mean, sure, it's Zidane, but my CB is the CB, and I step in, and I just, yeah, too late, I guess. I should have been sooner, should have been quicker. Nice goal, nice finish. So that's a 3-1 in the 90th minute. These mistakes, I'll show you these again. Look at them. Keep your man in line. Don't run out. Run back with your CDM. Think before you pass. Don't go all the other directions. Yeah, if I keep making mistakes like this, it's so hard to win games, right? This goes for you too at home. Stop making these mistakes. And I'm sure we all think, when I see something like this, I think, oh, I don't do that anymore. Apparently, I still do. Look back at your own games. If you want me to analyze a game for you, I'll be happy to on this channel, and we can all comment on it and can all say and help you out there. We can get better together. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.